Hello, it's Jo here over at Rise and Vibe, and I'm so excited and so lucky to have the amazing Polly Chadwick here on the Vibe sofa. Welcome. And Polly has over 15 years experience as a massage therapist. She is the founder of the Bath Massage Company, as well as the founder of the Mulberry Rooms in Devon. I got it right. I'm giggling because I got it right. And I'm so excited to have her here because we are going to talk about frozen shoulder. Now, I'm not sure if you know about it, if you've heard about it, but frozen shoulder really impacts women over 40. So Polly's going to have a bit of a deep dive and tell us all about it and what we can do. So Polly, what is frozen shoulder?
Well, frozen shoulder. So basically, physically, frozen shoulder is inflammation of the capsule around the shoulder and the surrounding tissues of the shoulder. So what happens is the tissue becomes really inflamed and that creates kind of pain basically. And if you've had it or have it, it's excruciating and it's really awful. So the joint becomes very stiff and movements become really difficult to do.
Ouch. And what's like the first symptoms of it? What's that?
Yeah, there's quite a few symptoms. So you might suddenly feel like doing certain things, like maybe putting your bra on, like you can't move your arms that way back. You'll be like, oh, that really hurts. Or it's mainly certain movements, and you'll start to feel, oh, that's hurting a bit. If you're finding it difficult to sleep on one side and it's starting to hurt, it can be you might notice it in your sleep. And just doing general day-to-day things, you'll just start feeling a bit of aching and pain there. Ouch. It's really common within women between 40 and 65.
And why is that?
To be honest with you, as yet, there's not enough research, but research is showing more and more and more. It could be something to do with hormonal changes, and it seems to be that a lot of women that are getting it are also perimenopause or menopausal. So there's definitely a link, but I think there's definitely a lot more research that needs doing. But there is research coming out to show that there is a link.
Yeah. So what happens? So say if you're watching this now, like, you know, I've got that. That's something I can absolutely relate to. What can you do?
So there's quite a few things you can do. I mean, one of the best things you can do is gentle movement. So if you've got frozen shoulder, well, the first thing actually what I would do is go and get it checked out by a professional to make sure that's what it is, because it actually could be something else. So the first thing would be get it checked out. You might even need an x-ray just to really, show what's going on. And if it is a frozen shoulder, then obviously you need to go to an expert who's going to help you. So they're probably going to give you a combination of gentle exercises. Massage can be amazing. Obviously with exercise, what the annoying thing is about it, as we know as we get older as women, we need to keep our strength up and our bone density going. So, lifting good weights and things like that is amazing. But if you have a frozen shoulder, it's going to hinder all of that. So it's just about having to cut back and do things that don't aggravate it. That's the key thing. If you aggravate it, it's never going to heal. So it's just gentle stuff. It goes at some point. I've worked with so many clients. There seems to be this magical 2-year window where it suddenly just goes. And again, we don't know enough about it. But in that time that you have it, it's awful.
Because you specialise, don't you, in women's health?
I do. I specialise in women's health right from conception through birth and then right through to menopause. So I do a lot of different massage techniques which can help throughout all of these stages. But massage with frozen shoulder is really good because it can help restore mobility. And it can, I do this thing called myofascial release, which is where you're working on the fascia between the muscles. And it can be a little bit painful, but the idea is that we're breaking up any lesions or any scar tissue that's creating that kind of resistance of movement.
Wow, so the outtakes is, first of all, hopefully it will only last 2 years.
I can't guarantee that.
Can't guarantee, but there
seems to be a bit of a trend around the 2-year mark.
Got it. And there are things you can do. So massage can be hugely successful.
It can be
as part of your self-care routine.
I think it's part of one of the things you would do. Obviously, you might do gentle exercise as well, but it's definitely part of the whole overall wellness.
And is there anything else that anyone needs to know about frozen shoulder?
Just to hang in there, it will go. It's horrible, it's painful, but I think you've got to really look after yourself. You've got to do as much as you can to kind of support it. And obviously just don't stop the exercising, just make sure it's gentle. There's loads of different things you can do. And speak to a specialist, get someone to help you and support you, and then you won't feel alone in it all.
I think that's the thing, it's talking, it is and not suffering in silence.
Yeah,
like, please do.
definitely.
I know we're all so busy in this, but we have to prioritise our self-care, especially during this time in our 40s and beyond.
Absolutely. And I think it's not just frozen shoulders with menopause. I mean, we could go on and talk about loads of things, couldn't we? But I work with a lot of women going through perimenopause, and massage is so helpful because it can help you relax.
Yeah.
It can help your sleep. It can make you sleep better. It can help the anger maybe that we feel sometimes, or those kind of irrational thoughts. So massage is just amazing at creating what we call happy hormones and relaxation hormones.
Well,
so it's a good all-rounder.
Brilliant. Thank you so much for coming,
Thank
Polly.
you for having me. It's been great.
And any questions, send me a DM, and Polly is here to answer anything you might have.
Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Bye.